let's talk about presence. Let's talk about you as the vessel, the messenger and the message. Presence, your presence as the communicator. Share. So basically, we've already discussed that it has to be authentic. It's the authentic communication that makes the human connection. And there is no line of work where speaking with authenticity won't help you. There's no line of work. And it extends to every aspect of your life. Any of us who are parents know that very well. You are, of course, then the messenger and the message. It's how you look, how you sound, how you move, how you make eye contact, how you project energy, how your mind is focused, where your attention is going. It's how you're listening. It's as important to speaking as any of the other, right? It's cyclical. It's output and then receiving. And we know, and more so now with social media and very short attention spans, you have 7 seconds to make a good impression. People will process and sort of etch in their minds an impression of you, an opinion, a judgment of you in the first 7 seconds. That's very well known in job hunting circles, because you have to just basically nail it the minute you walk in the door. So what are some of the elements of that presence? Vocal, it starts with your voice, and particularly, and I think, these slides I created for a series of training presentations, this part about presence, way before COVID, right? In the fall of last year. And I was looking at them to see how I could repurpose them for today. I'm saying how the world has changed in just a few months, because the voice is so critical to how we communicate in an online and a virtual setting, right? So we need to learn to love the sound of our voices. There's something many people struggle with. We have to learn to love the way we sound. And if we don't like the way we sound, we can improve on it. But again, the key, the fundamental, essential element is it has to be authentic. You're not going to sound like somebody you're not, of course. You have to consider your regionalisms and your accents. It's perfectly fine to speak with an accent that you have. Some of my clients, and I've been working one-on-one with executives from other countries, they start by saying, well, how can I be a good public speaker if I have such a thick accent? And I said, no, it's part of who you are. Let's work with it. Let's harness it as part of your inventory of skills and talents. It's part of what makes you you. So why are we going to try to change it? It would be inauthentic to do otherwise. The rate of speech, you want to speak within the range of 125 to 150 generally. And I'm a big offender, in particularly I tend to speak too quickly. You want to slow down the rate of speech, because as we know, there are distortions in this platform where there's bandwidth issues, and then sometimes the sound doesn't necessarily match your movements. You want to pause, right? You want to use pauses for not only for emphasis, but for transition, for changing the subject. But there's nothing more powerful. There's nothing that puts your words in boldface underscore than a pause.